But having studied at least some part of these new laws which are proposed, there are 2 or 3 points I would just like to make very briefly. The first point is, when we look at a claim of a government that this is decolonization of laws, I think the first thing we need to do as Indian citizens is to understand the political context of which this is occurring. And the political context is very clear, some of it which has been enunciated in the inaugural discussion, which is that here we have a government which is least interested in decolonization as such, but seems to be more interested in a different kind of colonization. For example, just the fact of naming these laws in Hindi means what? Rajya Sabha MP Elevanji is here. I think it's a very relevant question that you are bringing laws in with a complicated name in Hindi, which the majority of people in this country who are going to be governed by those laws will not understand, because Hindi is not their language. So this is a kind of colonization of cultures and language, which I believe is the least of the many problems that these laws pose before us. Because what is the core of decolonization? The core of decolonization is the relationship between the citizen and the state. During British rule, the whole set of laws were created to ensure the subordination of India to the British colonial project. And therefore, every Indian citizen was seen as a subordinate to the British monarchy and its representatives in India. So the core of any decolonization obviously has to be an equality between the citizen's relationship with the state. Now we are already at a disadvantage in India because living in a capitalist society, however democratic our constitution is, and in today's situation we are committed to defend the democratic provisions of the constitution, but we have a disadvantage, a class disadvantage, in the sense that the basic rights of citizens, such as the right to work, the right to equality, the equal right to resources, these are rights in our constitution which are in the directive principles of the constitution and not justiciable as far as the courts are concerned. So even if we go by the constitutional framework today, we start off with the disadvantage that even according to the laws as they exist today, there is an equality which reflects the inequality in Indian society, and that is very much part of any radical struggle to really ensure decolonization of India and India's laws.